say you go crazy.
And you know, going back earlier when you mentioned your cousin or your cousin, like your brother, you know.
My brother.
Your brother.
My brother.
Big A.
Big A.
From O Block.
For sure.
Okay. So did you grow up in like hanging out in Parkway or like you know,
I
what was your relationship with Big A?
I always stayed on my side of the bridge. You know, we played Gresham. You feel me? He played the O. But me and him had a relationship since we was kids. You get what I'm saying? That's my family. At the end of the day, the Wades, feel me? That's my family. There's no way around that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, they when we was growing up, you know, I was young. We ain't had no cars and all that shit to go over there. And I don't want to catch no bus over there. They weren't coming over there. We all had our own shit going on. You know, every side of the city had their own little parts where it was busting. You know what I'm saying? My stepper Grams was Gresham. His was O Block. You see what I'm saying? But how we really got close when I ended up started driving. You feel me? He had came home in 2016. He had did some time for some little shit. You know what I'm saying? Came home 2016, and you know, our bonds as like. I'm older now, you feel me? You ain't the same little cuz no more. I heard about you. I was in woo, I was locked up. They saying you this, you that. And I say, this shit, I know. Shit, you'll see. You feel me? We link up. You know what I'm saying? What a funny thing y'all don't know about folks is me and bro, we grew up in church. You feel what I'm saying? Like me and my brother grew up in church. He could do everything under the sun, Monday through Saturday night, but Sunday he going to church, beat the drums. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there with him. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when he came home from jail, man, he was like, on a different type of time, and he's like, man, come on my side. I'm like, shit, I don't want to go over there. You feel me? And he told me come over there, and it just felt like home. As soon as I walked in the gates, you feel me? He introduced everybody, who is that, who is that? Bitches, who is that, who is that? Brody like, man, it's my little brother. It's my little cuddy, you feel what I'm saying? He family, this what this is. And then everybody just took heed to me. And then it came to the point where I be around them every day, familiar face. We all grew bonds and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I got my love for the O, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
They love the fuck out me, I love the fuck out them, and ain't never been nothing else, you see what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
For sure.
That's what's up. Now, as far as rapping, bro, can you tell us when did you start rapping and who influenced you to get into the booth?
I ain't gonna lie, I always be dipping and dabbing into this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? But recently, like, what really made me take this shit serious, I drink a lot of lean. You see what I'm saying? Well, I was drinking a lot of lean. And me and Twin pop out. I'm Black Truck, jury down. Twin was like, man, champ, you got the image. You really spending all this money on lean. Why you don't rap? I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always to the point where motherfuckers can have good music and to the point, like, you could be raw as hell, but without that cosign or that motherfucker that put you out there, it's like you do that shit for nothing. He like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know it's me at the end of the day. I'm with you. Let's do it. And Twin just booked the session and shit. He like, man, come to the session, your studio session set up. Let me see what you gonna do. We might gotta get you a ghostwriter. I'm like, all right, come on, I'm gonna try it. He like, man, you don't even need no ghostwriter. You got this shit, boy. You already knew how to rap. Stop playing. And then shit, now we been shooting shit. Got up and coming projects coming up, and a lot of little traveling we finna start doing. I got a good support team, you know what I'm saying? They sit in the studio with me. They let me go over my songs. They be like, nah, that ain't it. Or they be like, nah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a good team, and that's what really made me start rapping, because I had fun with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I be bored. I got too much money. I be trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this shit anyway. Yeah. That's it. So yeah, type shit.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. And you say Twin, you speak about like OTF Twin?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
OTF Twin, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
Right.
Like this.
Yeah, shout out to bro, for sure.
For sure.
And from following you on Instagram, I can tell you do got like a spending habit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mary King, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me. I'm top client, man. Shout out Oscar.
At which one? The one downtown?
Yeah, for sure. I'm top 10 up in that bitch for sure. Ask him.
So what's a regular bill at the Amiri store?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of nonsense bullshit on top of another bullshit bill. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, you'll go in there and grab the jacket and the jeans. You feel me?
Man, I grab socks, jacket, drawers. You feel me? T-shirt, hat, whatever. And I buy bro them some. Ain't nothing.
Oh well, that's definitely like a 10.
More than that.
For sure.
For sure. I don't even buy bullshit, and I get my shit before they get released. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so locked in with them, I don't even got to go to the store. Oh, man, ooh, I need that. I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to meet you when I get off work. So no. Shit like that type shit. It's like that though. It's like that though. It's like that though for sure.
You gotta take a trip to LA and goddamn it hit the Mary store.
I've been there.
And you ever think about like making content out of like your shopping experience and shit though?
Yeah, I'm on that. My vlogs is gonna get like that. Everybody be on my dick anyway, so you might as well just give it to them around uncut. I'm be vlogging. I did one little vlog, pull up in a lamb in the trenches. First nigga to do it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Hey, so who would you say is the top 5 Chicago rappers of all time?
All time? Well,
Yeah.
in this phase right now we in.
Which one do you wanna?
If we talking about all time,
Which one do you prefer? Which one?
all time is crazy, man, cause we could go all the way back.
Right. Well, we ain't got to get into Kanye and all them. So.
Nah, I don't even listen to full
Like
ass.
your point forward.
Like my point for it, like going for it, like I'ma say, I ain't gonna lie. On some crazy shit that was like going crazy,
Top 5.
I'ma say Smart. You know what I'm saying? I've always been listening to folks back then, you know what I'm saying? I fucked with Sosa, you know what I'm saying? Who else had it back then? From starting up. Lil Fo, my soul, he used to get it going. You know what I'm saying? And, that's 3.
Yeah.
You say Lil Fo?
Yeah, Lil Fo was going crazy.
And a great.
I'm saying the rack. Out the rack.
You said all time.
Oh, you say of all time or just out the rack?
Yeah, I ain't taking nothing.
Yeah, I was talking about Chicago artists specifically for
Yeah, he
sure.
said Chicago artist. You know what I'm saying? I put Herb up there for sure. Herb was going crazy. Yeah, he was going crazy. And who else was going
Well,
crazy?
he did have a point in time where he had it though.
Who else was going
Bro,
crazy?
I ain't gonna lie.
Who else was
But
going
right
crazy? Who else was going? And Easky on Chief, EBK Easky.
It became easy.
Phone number, EBK Easky. He very lyrical with that shit.
That's what's up, bro.
I fuck with him.
All right, so one thing you had mentioned earlier, you know, like with your relationship with Big A, you said y'all used to go to church.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure. True Typical Asylum, for sure.
So like y'all grew up with like a positive type upbringing.
Yeah, always.
Okay. Now
We
you
was
know a lot
covered
of
for
guys
sure.
they grew up with, you know, a good
shit
family
right, brother.
structure, you know what I'm saying, good discipline, good morals, etc. And then, you know, they still kind of end up going down the wrong path somehow, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think may cause that?
I'm saying like, you saying brought up being right but doing wrong on your own type shit?
Type shit, yeah.
Like, that's what I went through. Sometimes, like, you can have all the guidance in the world, you know what I'm saying, but a hard head make a soft ass. Like, for example, my daddy, he always told me, like, Junior, everything you trying to do, I did that shit. This has gonna go. This has gonna be. You get what I'm saying? But me, like, man, your old ass don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go see for myself. And then as I got older, I'm like, damn, he really was right. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it comes with being in the environment or what you're around, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to adapt it to what your surroundings is, you know what I'm saying? So if you in a house with a daddy and shit like that and they tell you right, but you go to the block and you see them smoking and you think that shit cool, you see the bitches liking the nigga that's out there in the corner getting some money, you gonna wanna get some money too. And that nigga fresh as hell. I don't wanna go to school looking like no bum. I wanna be fresh like them, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? All right, then all right, shorty, this is what I'm doing, what you know? And it just get a hold of the wrong person and just get in your mind. And the streets are pretty bitch at the end of the day. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get sucked in that shit and get sucked in deep to the point where it's only 2 ways out, either jail or death. If you don't get your mind right. You know, the smartest thing my daddy ever told me was like, man, hey, Junior, I'm gonna tell you this one time and one time only. You could take yourself from that block that you on, which was, I was hanging in Gresham on Gville. He said, you could take yourself away from that block for 5 years, and I guarantee you, nigga, you ain't gonna miss shit. They gonna be right there doing the same thing if they ain't dead or if they ain't jail. He said, only way you gonna be able to spend and learn more, you gotta move the fuck around. And I did just that, and 5 years later, you know, I love my block and everything, but shit, certain people, a lot of them locked up, you know what I'm saying? Because they stayed in one spot. And then, like, if they weren't in that spot or they weren't locked up, they was dead. So I had to just get my mind right and let me know, like, man, it got to be something bigger than this. You know, now I'm the richest from my block.
When they say a smart man can learn from his own mistakes, but a wise man learn from the mistakes of others. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I believe that.
I could tell you pay attention to what's going on around you.
For sure.
Can you tell us though, like a personal life experience you've had that made you want to change your ways? Like, you know, something happened and you was like, all right, you know, I gotta change before shit get worse.
Everything the streets had to offer, I had a taste of that shit. Whether it was back door, getting set up, experiencing near life death situations where I'd have been shot, going to jail and have to pray and talk to God about that shit, and then it overturned every time and go in my favor. Like everything from watching motherfucking families turn their back on you when you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything the streets had to offer, bro, I had a taste of that shit, bro. Like it's none that the streets had to offer that I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, man, I was always brought up around love, so I demonstrate love. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who I consider as family, I take them in and I get them my all. You know what I'm saying? And there was one specific time where a motherfucker who watched me grow from a shorty to the man I was growing into, and my, you know, I'm in my prime, I'm tweaking, you see what I'm saying? And I'll be like, man, I'm comfortable with a motherfucker. And a motherfucker took advantage of that shit. And it went to the point it was a damn near like life, death situation. Like I damn near was finna get up out this bitch, you feel what I'm saying? But if me up and let me know, like, man, you can't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't let everybody into your life because they'll be wanting what you got. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through that. And I learned that shit. Like being flashy, showing what you got, all that shit don't do nothing but put a target on your back. And I done had a target on my back a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be hard, but life be life, and you just gotta get through that shit and understand that you just can't be out here nice as hell because it's either get ate at the end of the day. In the streets, this shit really get like that, you see what I'm saying? Once you hit that ground, it ain't like a jumpy house, you're gonna bounce back up. You gotta get your ass up or you're gonna be on that concrete, you see what I'm saying? So, type shit.
DJ, you go crazy.